Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, I'm back doing the morning segments. It's a long story, really long story, but I'm not going to get into that right today. Maybe at some stage, but not today. I've got some more live news. Yeah, just straight after the North London derby. I did do my post game reaction last night, and thank you to I think it's like over 100 viewers, and actually, I think the final figures are like just 1,100 and rising who've watched that segment, the live segment. And also, I did like a breaking news. Yeah, Mikel Arteta pushing. Is pushing the right words? Yeah, I'll say pushing. Thomas Partey back onto the pitch, after he limped off, and then it was a calamitous performance last night. I've just been watching Charlie Watts of Goal, the Arsenal correspondent. Yeah, his segment there, and he's just saying what he's saying there. But I'm not gonna get into it now. I'll see you on the other side of this music intro. Terrible, terrible North London derby. Yes, welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, like I said in my opening words there, just watching Charlie Watts doing his segment last night, but just catching up. I've been doing some DIY. I'm back doing the morning live segments. Even we'll have to wait and see. It's a long story whilst I'm doing it, but I'm not going to get into that. My personal details. Probably talk about that maybe sometime later on in the week. So those of you just watching now, make sure you subscribe to California TV. Maybe now on playback, hit the bell notification button so you can see all the latest news right here on Cannon for the TV. Right. So the first bit of news I actually wanted to talk about. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, it's about this player, and actually, he's not the only one that's culpable. Hector Bellerin. Tony Adams claims that this star looked like he had never actually played football before yesterday. Tony Adams says that Arsenal's Hector Bellerin was so bad yesterday, it looked like he had never played the game before, as per his comments to the Premier League productions during their live coverage. Well, we know Arsenal sunk to a defeat 2-0 against at the hands of Tottenham Hotspurs in the North London derby, and Bellerin didn't cover himself in glory. And he's not the only player. I'll get to the other culprits as well, the usual suspects. Well, the report says that Arsenal fullback took a foul throw. Yeah, is it like 4 or 5? Anyway, one you can probably get away with, but more than one, unforgivable. Anyway, and he struggled to get to grips with Son during the contest. Bellerin slipped as Son scored his first goal and then was caught miles down the field for Tottenham's second. And Adams just felt that the Spaniards' display was naivety. He's very, very naive. He said Hector Bellerin looked like he's played the game for the first time. There is no communication with Holding, the former centre back said. The only game of late I've seen him play half decent was against United, when they didn't have a winger to deal with. They're losing the game down the side. Song was destroying them both. And like I said, it's Bellerin is not the only player. He's not the player that literally, has been letting the side down, game in and game out. But Mikel Arteta continues to choose him. Why? I have no idea. No idea. Bellerin is out of form, man. He's out of form. Like Willian, like Kolasinac, Alba, Laka. That's 1/4 of the team already out on form. Where does Mikel Arteta go from here? Where does he go from here? And it's funny, last night I was in the Canon 4 TV WhatsApp group, and like someone, it was David actually, one of my other moderators, was saying to me, now it appears that Mikel Arteta fancies his chances in the Europa League rather than in the Premier League. Why? Why? I have no idea. No idea. The players look more up for it in the Europa League than in the Premier League. Lacazette looks like a completely different player last night. Completely different player. Where is he? Here he is. I don't know what's going on with Lacazette. Is he? Again, is he fancying himself to win the Europa League rather than the Premier League? Go for everything. Everything. The Premier League, the Cups, the Europa League. Don't put all your eggs in one basket in the Europa League, because I've already said our best chance that we could have won the first bit of European silverware was when we were in the final under Unai Emery, for the players only to trip up and down tools after that. And of course, he got sacked. The furthest we're going to get is probably quarterfinals. We're not winning it this time round. So I am getting to see, I'm seeing the seeds being sown here. Mikel Arteta is fancying the Europa League above the Premier League. Guys, come into the chat and let me know what your thoughts are on that. The other bit of news is in regards actually to about our manager, and this is coming from Ian Wright again. Ian Wright believes that Arteta is the right man to manage Arsenal despite their dismal season so far. Speaking on BBC's Match of the Day 2 programme last night, Gunners legend Ian Wright said that he felt Arteta's side were lacking a little bit of confidence. A little bit of confidence! Ian Wright, come on, man. But they showed signs of improvement in a 2-0 defeat at the hands of a Tottenham and North London derby yesterday. Ian Wright added, they've got to keep going in respect of the confidence, because I think the manager's the right guy, but they've got to find something from somewhere. Wright's endorsement came after the victorious Tottenham boss Jose Mourinho insisted Arsenal and Arteta did not deserve criticism. Well, he would say that because he won. First half goals we know from Song, and the goal from Kane. And I said, you want that. You want that from your top line players. Half a chance. Given half a chance, and you take that half a chance. Laka probably had maybe 1 or 2 half chances. Laka had 3 half chances. Actually, 2 half chances, and 1 with the header. I'm thinking the ball had to travel a long way. You had enough time to hit, header the ball on target, and you headed over the crossbar. If it was Song, okay, they would have buried those goals there. I'm absolutely sure of it. You want your players who you're paying bag loads of money to take those half chances there. Laka's off form, Orba's off form, Bellerin's off form. I've actually just remembered another player as well. I'll get to him in a moment. They're off form. So that has been the news of today. Yeah, let me get into the live chat and see who's joining for this first morning segment in a long while. I do miss doing the morning segments, but it appears I'm going to be doing them a lot more now. It's a long story. I'll get to that maybe later on in the week. Ismael says, hi. Ismael, good morning to you, my friend. I hope you are well. Connor Young says, hello. A night's rest made me feel better. Me too. A little bit annoyed. Last night, I was like, what's the word I can actually describe my emotions? I just saw the same thing being played out over and over again, and I find it very difficult to come up with different words. Words to describe the performance, because I'm just seeing the same thing, the same players doing the same thing. Mikel Arteta is doing the same thing, choosing the same players. So I'm thinking, what adjectives can I use to describe the display? I'm struggling now, because it's the same thing being rolled out every single game. 6 defeats in 9 games. My prediction of a top 6 finish is under threat. Not good enough. Biona Patrick says, no matter what, Arsenal, my team forever. Well, yeah, I'll say Arsenal forever, not the team, because the team, the players come and go. The one constant is Arsenal. Morning, Jack. He says, morning, Alex. I'm sick and tired of everyone either accepting mediocrity and or expecting perfection when it is impossible. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Arteta out. Mohammed says, hi, Alex. Man, this team is killing me inside. Tony, hey, Tony, I hope you're well, my friend. It's been a while It's been a while. The only way there's going to be a difference if those underperforming players are replaced. I've got to say, as much as I go on about, I would like to see this player play and Reece Nelson play and Bellingham play and Aziz play and Smith Rowe play. I just knew inside me it wasn't going to happen. I could have told you as day follows night that Mikel Arteta was going to play William. He was going to play Xhaka. Also, sick and tired of everyone saying that it's automatically atrocious performance just because we lost. Apart from the 2 goals, what did Spurs do? All anyone can do is try. Did Arsenal not try? They did, but a loss is a loss. A loss is a loss. 6 losses in 9 games is not good, Jack. It's not good. And so he's put himself under pressure. He's got to try something different, Jack. And he's not trying anything different. Unless, we're going to be playing Europa League games during the week. I mean, every Sunday and, a Europa League game every Thursday. But we're not. We're playing European games on a Thursday and Premier League games on a Sunday. So he's not changing anything. He's got to change something. Oops. That's one point of reference. Sorry, people. Jack, it's a week in and week out, bro. We're tired of underperforming players. Period, Jack. Period. Week in, week out, he's choosing the same players. Week in, week out, we're losing. 6 losses in 9 games. That's the return we're getting. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Vincent, my friend, hi, Alex. I hope you are fine despite the stress our team has given us. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm a lot better compared to last night. But like I said last night, I find it very difficult to motivate myself to at least shout at the screen and say, come on, Arsenal. I don't do it these days now. I don't do it. I just like chill and I'm thinking, right. I don't even take notes. I used to take notes. I just leave it to my memory, thinking, right, this happened and that happened. And when someone says something in the chat, I said, right, okay, and also this happened. I find it very difficult to motivate myself to watch Arsenal these days. I feel more motivated to see the other top 4 clubs play in the Premier League. DS Electronics Limited says, big up Alex and the crew. Magic A, my friend, says, also we have to sell or just get rid of Bellerin, who can't even throw. Unforgivable. Or cross properly. Xhaka, Mustafi, William, Holding, Kolasinac, Socrates, Ozil, and Laka. They have to go. They have to go. Tony, I said that I'm tired of the underperforming mediocrity players, but we can't win every game. 3-0, 4-0. Why do we treat those footballers like Supermen? And they're human beings. They are, but I'm not going to accept that. I'm not accepting that performance there. I'm not going to accept that performance from these players. The spine of the football club, the first team, should be Leno, Gabriel, Partey, Saka, Martinelli. Period. That's my spine of players there. No one can be perfect. It's just not possible. But we're not. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm not asking for perfection. Thomas off form. What is he's injured? He's injured. I didn't even bother watching the second half. Oh wow. Tom Hakim, good evening, good morning, my brother. He says, hi, Alex, good morning, bro. It has been a long time since our team is not doing well. It affects me so much, honestly, and I'm not happy at all. Please, Alex, what is the update on Partey? I've actually completely forgot to do that. I did send a message to the Canon 418 WhatsApp group, but it's my responsibility to actually check out and see what's the update. But I think when I do my evening segment, I will come in there with some update on Thomas Partey. Yeah, I was thinking, on the replay when they were showing their second goal, I did, because my brother said, but did you see Thomas Partey? I said, what are you talking about? Thomas Partey walked off. I was thinking, really? When I saw on the replay, you can see he walked off. because he was injured. He was injured. And you can see here, Mikel Arteta is pushing him to go out and play. I was thinking, the guy's injured. Mikel Arteta, he's injured. You know what? I'm the inexperience of Mikel Arteta and his team is really showing. You think about what happened with David Luiz. As much I don't like him as a player, I don't really know him, but as a player, I don't like him. He's not what we need at Arsenal right now. But he was injured, and they let him continue playing. What is going on at Arsenal? Thomas Partey, there was a reason why he trotted off, because he was injured. Mikel Arteta. But what I'm going to do, Tori, I will do an update, injury update on the players. And especially, of course, Thomas Partey is going to be atop the list. So I'll be back in the evening with James Rowe doing some preview on the game against Tottenham, and also talking about Europa League action this Thursday with my good friend James Rowe. But yeah, it's not good enough, Jack. I'm not going to accept this mediocrity. I'm not. No one is asking for 3 or 4 now, or asking for perfection. We're just asking for fight and heart and put in a good performance. Period, Jack. Period. I want to see all the players fighting, not the second half, not the few minutes in the first half, for 90 minutes. That's what we demand. That's what I'm demanding from these players. Don 1982, good morning to you, my friend. Says hello. Arteta needs to bench players. I'm not watching the Prem for the rest of the season. Jack, what is your answer to that comment there, Jack? We're not asking for perfection. We're asking for Arsenal fighting for the cause, fighting for the badge. We're asking for Mikel Arteta to bench a lot of these players and let the youngsters have their time in the sun. That's what I'm asking for. I'm not asking for perfection. These players, they're human beings. They're not robots. 6 defeats in 9 games is tender story in itself, Jack. Too much lost balls and slow. I mean, I do like Rob Holding. You know, apart from the mistake that they made for the first goal there, after that, you could see they were using him as the person who's going to play the ball out from the back, but there was no movement in the midfield, no movement up top, no movement at all. Nothing. Slow ball. Okay, where am I? Alex, can we just play with 9 players excluding Bellerin and Xhaka? No, we can't. We can't, man. We can't. I can't do that, man. The teams will murder us. Well, actually, the teams are already. All the other teams are already murdering us, isn't it? Home and away. That's a good idea, though. Is there any way we can one day line up Mead and Medina to show Laka how to score? I do enjoy it, ladies on the pitch. The ladies are doing their business, man. Some would actually say in the WhatsApp group that they're going to stop. It was Alfie, the cheeky chappy. So you know what? I've done watching the guys play. I'm going to now put all my heart and soul on watching the ladies, Arsenal ladies. Who want to bet me that Arteta will still be son Bellerin and Xhaka in the next? Yeah. As day follows night, you can bet your bottom dollar that he's going to continue playing his players. Why? I have no idea. No idea. I mean, maybe there's some in Williams' contract that says, irrespective of his performance, he must play all the Premier League games unless he's injured. In regards to Bellerin, I'm just thinking it's down to Mikel Arteta. Cedric Soares is by far a better right back than Bellerin. By far. If he's planning on winning the Europa League, he will have to come to terms with the Championship. If he keeps playing that 11 last night, things will need to get a lot worse, Don. a lot worse before they can get better. And again, I'm not saying I'm Arteta out. No, I'm saying Arteta, wake up. Smell the coffee. Smell the coffee, bro. Come on. 6 defeats in 9 games in the Premier League. It's not good enough. We're like in 16th place. So I'm always saying the same thing. If you're making a cake and the cake is disgusting, that's a disgusting taste. Well, it's because of the ingredients you put in there. Change the ingredients to make a better tasting cake. The players are not performing. Change the players. It's as simple as that. Man, I need to get back to my DIY, man. I just... Alex, I know 6 defeats in 9 games is not great, but it's a game of football where anything can happen. What is a new manager going to do with the same mediocrity? Change the players. Change the players. The players who played in the Europa League on Thursday, if we had played them, would we have done any worse? We wouldn't have. But you've got to change something. If you're choosing players who are, who are mediocre, take them out and put another player in there. I'll talk about the stats about Xhaka, who's made more passes than any other players in the first team. But when you look at the passes that he's done there, they've been sideways and backwards. They've not been made in the opponent's half. So you take him out. You take him out and you put Emil Smith-Rowe in there. Period. Or you put Miguel Assis in there. There are other options there. There are other ingredients there. If you're saying these players are mediocre and you keep choosing them, but you've got other options, then it's your fault. Change the ingredients. Try and find a better combination of ingredients. But if you keep choosing the same ingredients, of course, the end result is that you're going to have a disgusting cake. Period. What was the point of keeping Ainsley Maitland-Niles and signing Cedric when he keeps playing Bellerin? Ainsley Maitland-Niles must be thinking, I stayed at Arsenal for this. I wanted to leave because I wanted more game time. I was promised more game time, and I'm not getting more game time. For this? It's not good enough. Not good enough. And again, I'm going to repeat, I'm not saying I'm Arteta out. I'm not saying that. I don't like to see managers lose their jobs. But Arteta is not making it easier for himself by choosing the same players who are failing, who failed under Unai Emery, who are failing now. Change the ingredients. Change the players. There are other players you can choose. If the players are not responding, choose other players, Mikel Arteta. Don't make a run of your own back. Why is Arteta still the manager? Ingers, good morning to you, my friend. I hope your girlfriend and your baby are fine. I have no idea. Imagine he keeps playing Bellerin because he is Welcome back, Ingers, man. Yo, listen, I've got my DIY to be getting over, man. I've got DIY to be done here. I've got DIY to be done at my mum's house. I'm back doing the morning segments. I miss doing the morning segments. Why am I doing it? It's a long story. I'll get to that maybe later on in the week. I'm not Arteta. Oh, wow. To be honest, I don't even care who the manager is as long as I can see direction and stability. The Kroenkes are the biggest reason we're in this mess. They won't hire a good manager. Ismail. Please use young players at the front attacking. Ismail. Period. There. Use alternative players. If the players are not responding, if they can't get results, if they're not fighting for the cause, period, take them out. It should be as simple as that. It's not Kroenke who hires a manager. You know that. It's the clueless board, Vinay and Edu. You're right, actually. Yeah, it's the board. Jack, nah, you can't say it's football and anything can happen. When it's total performance week in and week out, anything can happen in 1 or 2 games, not every week. The stats don't lie. Where we are in 16th position, it does not lie, Jack. I watched till the second goal and turned off. Back on again for the final 30 minutes. William can't beat the first man from corners or crosses. Pepper can't beat the first man from crosses. Bellerin can't. And actually, neither can Reece Nelson. But I like the movement, the energy that he gives us there. Again, I need to come back on the even segment to find out what happened to Reece Nelson. Was he injured or was he just not selected? Laka, Orba, and William out. Whoops. I lost my point of reference. Do you know why? Because there's so many of you. There's somebody watching live now for this morning segment, Monday morning over here, anyway, the UK. I do appreciate that. It's the first one of a series. I'm back doing the morning segments. Why? That's a long story. I'll get to that at the end of the week and I'll explain to you what's happening. On Wednesday, we've got the Voice of Reason, my brother's segment. Later on today, after this one, we've got we've got Hennessy and Chill. Yeah, Mube Guna, the chairman of the board, his segment is coming out. I've got to say, he recorded that video segment before the North London Derby. So you might think, huh? What's he talking about? But that was recorded before the North London Derby. And this Friday, oh my goodness, this Friday, the Easter Talk is going to be an interesting one. And I think maybe, I kid you not, I think it might be a watershed moment for Cannon Foy TV. We've got a special guest. I'm not going to tell you. I might tell you on Friday who it is, but it's not an ex-player. It's not an ex-player, but I'm thinking this might be the defining moment for Cannon Foy TV. I kid you not. I'm really, really serious about this. So those of you who are watching now, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out the Easy Talk this coming Friday at 7:30 p.m. UK time. I'm thinking literally it's going to be a defining moment for Cannon Foy TV. We've got a special guest, man. And when I blink, I'm thinking, he has agreed to come on Cannon Foy TV. Well, I'm truly honoured. But you know, I say it again, this coming Friday is going to be a real corker. It's going to be a really interesting one. I'm still yet to do the fine details of the topics. I've started, but yeah, this coming Friday, 7:30 p.m. The Easy Talk is going to be a wicked one. So guys, make sure you subscribe to Cannon Foy TV, please. Let's get on in the live chat again before I'm done and dusted with this one. 6 losses in 11 games. We asked for Arteta to keep it clean. And guys, I know you're upset, like we're all upset, but keep it clean, okay? The only player last night that great shift that needs to be a starting 11 is Tierney. And what about Saka? You know, a lot of people in the WhatsApp group are saying, Saka, you know, he's the final third, putting in crosses. I kind of blame him for that, really, because Orba and Laka, they're not the greatest of headers. They're not. But he got in the final third at least, didn't he? But guys, again, keep it clean. I'm not going to put your live comments there if I see that in a live chat. Keep it clean. Sadly, this is what I think will happen. The players will continue to underperform, and Arteta will get the sack for January, and some of these players will still be there. Just play Intimate Naz and Willock instead of Bellerin and Shaka, for God's sakes. How can Arteta be so blind? I don't know. He's what was the phrase I used last night? He's fast asleep. He's fast asleep, Arteta. How can you not see that these players are not performing? My 11 last night, my predicting 11, or my personal 11 was centre backs. What was it? It was Holding and Gabriel. Left back, it was Tierney. Right back, Suarez. Then I would have had as a midfield combination, that's if Partey was fit. Would have been El Neni, Willock, and Partey. I would have had Orba central attacking role, I had Saka and Reece Nelson. That was my 11. But Mikel Arteta doesn't listen to me, does he? Oh, we're getting relegated. Oh, we're going to get relegated. Is there even coaching going on at the club anymore, or is it just a lapse on the pitch? Listen, Don Juan, I don't even watch. Actually, I'm not even subscribed to Arsenal's YouTube channel anymore. I was fed up and tired of watching them laughing and joking and doing the kicky uppies, and that doesn't belie what I see on the pitch. It's Arteta who keeps picking his useless players. He is the problem. If we had Mourinho, he would get rid of these players, so replace Bellerin, Xhaka, William, and never play them again. Will Hooper liquidate the club and restart? The only way we can guarantee a proper rebuild. That way we all can have a Merry Christmas. A Merry Christmas to you. Happy Christmas to you. Liquidate the club. Will Hooper, my good friend, LTL, the original Godfather, has said the same thing. And he's been supporting Arsenal for a very, very long time, since, I'll say, the late 60s. And he said the same thing. Liquidate the club and start afresh, but put the club in the hands of the fans, not in any billionaire's hands. He said the same thing. Restart again. But welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd rather have a Giroud back at Arsenal. At least he can score and not just go one goal for holy moly. Dear. Arteta. That's a good one. Took me a while to kind of process that one. Edu has to blame for some too. Didn't sell any Deadwood. Didn't bring in any creative midfielder, and has to please his buddy, agent, and brought William. It's jobs for the boys now at Arsenal. He needs to stop relying on his contracts too much. Yes, he does. Jobs for the boys. How is it that's not enough to want the manager out, Alex? If he keeps picking the wrong players, then surely he's out of his depth and should never manage Arsenal FC. If Arteta had 50,000 fans at the game shouting abuse at him about the players, he might learn then. Listen, we did speak about that in the user talk. I said that by the grace of God, he's lucky. Well, again, we're going to see. When's the next home game, man? Anyway, let me see. When's the next home game? Is it against Burnley? It is, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, Burnley. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see for the first time in a long time fans back at the Emirates. I think that's been his saving grace, that there's not been anyone to shout abuse. Not that I'm saying that that he deserves to have abuse thrown at him, but it would have been far different to hear people shouting at Mikel Arteta, and there's not been any fans there, has there? But we'll have to wait and see what happens, man. I feel sorry for Maitland-Niles, a greater player than Bellerin, and has benched every Premier League. I should have gone to Wolves to save his career. I agree with you. He should have gone to Wolves. If it were not for that low bid of, what was it, 13 or 14 million pounds, if he had been in the region of 20 million pounds, he would not be an Arsenal player. He would have gone to Wolves. And Espirito Santos would have used him. And we're not using him. Mikel Arteta, what are you doing, man? Oops. I've lost my point of reference again, people. Sorry. Just need Pochettino, who at least can get us a new striker and can at least play. Well, I'm not entertaining that debate there again of our number 10. I'm sorry. Arteta needs to take some risks and play some of the youngsters. It can't get any worse. Play Emma Smith-Rowe, Bellingham, and Nelson next game in the Premier League. And I'll throw in there Miguel Aziz. It couldn't get any worse. 6 defeats in 11 games. So actually, it's 9 games in the Premier League, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Needs to take risks. Stan Crockett doesn't even know we lost. Of course he doesn't know. Of course he doesn't know. We're going to be talking about some of this on Friday in the Easy Talk, man. He doesn't even know it took place. He leaves everything to be run by the clueless board. They are the root of the issues here. I hear Vinay has spoken to Wenger about coming back. Any truth in this? I've not read anything about this. I've not seen anything about that. I'd say it's the board have Arteta by the short and curlies that certain players have to play regardless of who's on the bench. I tend to agree with you. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking that must be in William's contract. It must be. What else is the reason? What else can there be the reason that we can clearly see that he's not the William that played at Chelsea and is not the same player. So I'm absolutely sure that irrespective, Arsenal have to play him. I'm absolutely sure that's what's happening here. Because I can see it, we can see it, but yet Arteta still plays Willian. So I was thinking that the other week that it must be something in his contract that he's got to be played, irrespective. Please don't Wenger talk. Yeah, I always use the similarities. You finish a relationship with your partner, whether it's your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and it's done and dusted. But you enter them back into your life. You're thinking, no, you're ex for a reason. I wouldn't want our ex-manager to come back at Arsenal. For what reason? No. Already, even though we wouldn't be this low in the table and had better performances. Oops. I'm not putting that one up the City Electronics. We're not going to be talking about the O effect. I'm sorry. As people are having a right that Mikel should be fired. But I'm not. Arteta out. The same way as I wasn't Unai Emery out, I'm consistently saying the same message. I didn't want Unai Emery out. I don't want Mikel Arteta out. If he falls on his sword and the board sack him, then that's it. But I'm not saying I'm any and Lacquer tried. They did. They did. A special guest, mate, and now touch your head. If I'm right, thank you, please. There you go. Like a had. Willian didn't pass the defenders, I'd say, once last night. He got the ball and back again to Xhaka. I don't watch Arsenal TV either, and neither do I. Yeah. Why are we... True Guna, good morning to you. I hope you're well, my friend. Why are we not playing El Neni? He is the perfect partner for Partey. In my opinion, the midfield should be Enzo Martinez, Partey, El Neni. I was thinking, that's my midfield three was, like I said, I'm going to repeat. El Neni, Willock, and Thomas Partey. If not, I would have had Enzo Martinez in there. Tobias, it's a good thing he's not our player, isn't it? He's gone off the ball, man. Gone off the ball. But welcome back, True Gun. I hope you're well, my friend. So much pace and strength there. Sorry, guys. What I'm going to say again, guys, make sure you keep the live chat clean. Otherwise, I'll put you on a timer. If you're still doing the same thing, I'm going to block you, okay? Keep it clean. Keep it clean. But it was the same with Emery. Started off great and withered away again. It's the players and not the managers. It is the players. It's the players stroke the manager. But Unai Emery, I did not want him to be sacked. And I said before many times, the other people I would love to interview, Liam Brady, Alan Sunderland, and Unai Emery is another player, another manager that I would love to interview. And I'd say, I'm very sorry as to how, and so disrespectful that these players down tools and got him sacked. Pepe plays, Sean P, welcome back, my friend. Yeah, the beach, man. I was at the beach as well. Pepe plays well, but misses a chance in the EL. Arteta screams at him. Bellerin makes 5 foul throws in the season. Arteta never shows frustration, bias much. Lion Child Music says, methinks the project is far beyond Arteta, and continuing on this way, I would see us in a relegation battle before the season ends. I tend to agree with you as well, but like I said, things have to get a lot worse before they can get better, before people start to wake up and smell the coffee. I'm not going to say, I was going to use that expression like, but it's not a good expression to describe Mikel Arteta. I would just say that he's fast asleep. He needs to wake up. I thought William did do a. Really? Nah, but he's been he's been terrible. Absolutely terrible, man. Arsenal toxic pretenders. It's true of the buzz I heard about us bringing in. Oops. Ah. Oh no, I've lost my reference. Where am I? Where am I? Sorry. Too easy to play against. Every team we play attack our right. Listen, home or away, these teams are just taking a pee out of us, man. Home and away. They come to the Emirates. The Emirates are like the second home for these players, for the teams, man. Just taking the mickey out of us. But welcome, Maxwell. Welcome, my friend. I wasn't Emery out, but we would have been if he was 15th after 11 games. Why is Arteta given a pass? I have no idea, Ingots. He's dragging us down, and we can see no improvement. What does he do well? Honestly, Alex. Well, at least he's got us through the. Yeah, we've progressed, haven't we? In the Europa League, he's doing that well. I'd far rather see the Europa League squad play in the Premier League. It's not good enough, man. Ferdy says that Aubameyang and William should sit out, and I agree. I've said it, and people were saying, "What are you talking about?" Aubameyang is like our Messi. I think I don't care. Auba hasn't won the Premier League with us. He's only won the FA Cup and the Community Shield. You can't compare Messi to Aubameyang. There's no comparison. Auba is off form. You got to drop him. If the players are playing the manager out and the board don't sack Arteta, well, Arsenal won't be able to afford them in the Championship. Did you ever think of that? Cyril! It's been a long while, my friend. Shaka, 100 degrees player, pass back sideways, a huge disappointment since his £34 million signing. Really, really disappointing. And you throw in that as well. The first and second season, picking up silly yellow cards, getting red carded for silly tackles. He's regressed. He hasn't improved. Has not improved. Gums. Arteta needs to now play Cedric, Niles, Nelson, Bellerin, and Pepe while dropping the likes of Xhaka and Bellerin until January. Then in January, we need to make a couple of signings and sell at the Deadwood. Gums, welcome for coming in. The first part, I agree with you. The second part, I don't agree with you. We need to get rid of the players. I don't want to see any signings. I'm glad you make that sacrifice. No signings if it meant that we could get rid of a lot of the Deadwoods. But I agree. Cedric, Niles, Nelson, Bellingham, these players, and I'll throw in there Emil Smith-Rowe as well, and Miguel Aziz. Arteta, there are alternative players that you should be choosing. But I'm getting a little bit suspicious now with the William being played every single game. I'm thinking that maybe there must be something in his contract where it says, doesn't matter how he plays, Arsenal have to play him. That's my suspicion. But thank you, my friend. I hope you subscribe to Cannon Foy TV. Who's your dream manager to be in charge of Arsenal, Alex? My dream manager wouldn't be Mourinho. Mourinho, after 2 seasons, he starts to implode. I will probably say, let me be real here, okay? I'd never heard of Unai Emery. My ideal replacement after Arsene Wenger was Ancelotti. I wanted an experienced manager to come in. But if money wasn't an issue, I would want Pep Guardiola to come in. Why? He would be brutal. He would be brutal. He would get rid of all the players, all the Deadwoods, by hook or by crook. By hook or by crook. And he would drop players who are not performing. We had a debate on Friday about, dropping Aubameyang. How many times has Pep had to drop Aguero? No players get a pass under Pep Guardiola. So I won't say my dream manager, but I would say Pep Guardiola to get rid of all the deadwood at Arsenal. Six is looking very, very far away now. Yes, it is. Like I said, my prediction there is under threat, Don One. It's under threat, man. And about scratch your head. We don't know the game plan. It's confusing. It's very, very confusing. I'm scratching my head. I'm thinking, well, I haven't got no hair left. But what's the game plan? I do need to see Arteta's post-game press conference because people are saying that the strikers, the players, did what he asked them to do. Really? Cy Tyson says, "Welcome, Cy Tyson. Enjoying the stream. Just wish Arsenal would show the fight and passion. So do I. So do I. You know, I go back to the mid-70s, supporting Arsenal for a very long time, and I've seen lots of ups and downs. You know, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. But now you see being played out. Arsenal appointed an inexperienced manager. You pays your money, you takes your pick. We're stuck with him. That is it." Let Wenger come back is embarrassing. Julius, Wenger come back for what, man? Wenger's our ex-manager. It's like an ex-girlfriend. Would you want your ex-girlfriend to come back in your life? No, you wouldn't. Willem corners are dreadful. Bellerin throw-ins are dreadful. Almost Shola says, to me, all we need most to balance our love in Arsenal is a creative players. It's got to be a combination of both. Combination. Yeah, you can't have all the players are creative and like no players are going to fight. Actually, all the players have got to fight, but yeah, things are not right. Arsenal, man, they're not right. Oops. Can we get Allegri to coach Arsenal team in EPL and keep Arteta to coach a team in Europa League? That's a good idea, actually. Demote him, don't sack him. Demote him and bring in Allegri. Where have we progressed? Beating Dundalk, Rapid, and Molde is no improvement for me. People used to laugh at, when we finished in top four and got CL every year. Now we are gassed on now low expectations. There is no denying that we have regressed. We have not progressed. Period. I'm not going to debate that. This is true. Why is Laka even on the pitch? He wouldn't hit a barn door with a wrecking ball. But Don Juan, he did it on Thursday. Looked like a completely different player. And you put him in the Premier League, you're thinking, was that the same number 9 player who played on Thursday night? Completely different player. Stephen Parsons said it is easier to name the players to keep rather than the list of players to sell who are just not good enough. Stephen, you know, I'm going to say as well, come the January transfer window, I'm going to be covering that. Played out. So come the January transfer window, I would make the sacrifice of not seeing any players come in if it meant we got rid of minimum 5 players. Oops. Guys, thank you. I can see that there's over 100 of you watching now. I'm going to wrap up this one. So I've got DIY work to be done here, man. Outside the Emirates. Well, I've just lost my point of reference because there's so many of you coming in and watching this live show. First one in the series. Yeah, I'm back doing the morning shows. It's a long story, but I'll get to that at the end, towards the end of the week, to let you know what's been going on. Those of you watching now, make sure you subscribe to Cannon Foy TV so you can not miss out on all the segments and all the live content we've got running across the platform here on Cannon Foy TV. We've got, let me put up this guy. Where's this guy? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, there he is. We've got Mube, chairman of the board, Hennessy and Chill. His segment coming up maybe after I'm done here. We've also got the Voice of Reason coming up every Wednesday. That's my brother's segment. We've got the Ease Talk coming up on Friday. It's going to be a corker. I'm thinking it might be like the watershed moment for Canon 40 TV. We've got a special guest coming on. It's going to be very, very interesting. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to Canon 40 TV. Hit the bell notification button so you can receive all the latest notifications and news currently running on Canon 40 TV. Let me run through this last few comments in the live chat before I'm done and dusted. And also as well, guys, you can see you too can also become a member. It goes this way, like this way. You can become a member on Canon 40 TV. It tells you all the perks there. Yeah, all the perks there. It tells you. I'm not going to go over it, but it's got there on the ticker tape. If you would only just press the join button, which is next to the subscribe button there. And also, we're taking donations as little as £1. So if you want to donate £1 to help me get a new camera here, it's about time I change the camera here. The quality is not the best, but yeah, you can make a donation by using the super chat button, which is also near where you type in the comments there. Last time in the live chat before I need to get back to my DIY work here. Right, where was I now? Where were I? Decimal says players need some winning mentality from the manager. Naive performance. Very, very naive. Looking at Cedric, he looks like a trained right back. Why not use him? I've got no idea. No idea. You're playing a player above Cedric Suarez? Nah. Sam Butterworth, good morning, my friends. Says Tim Akinola is a good player. Yeah, I featured him in a transfer window. He is. Play him. Play these players. If you don't play, you don't know how they're going to fare. Not fear. You don't know how they're going to do in the senior squad. There's a bucket load of players knocking on the senior squad's door. If only Arteta would play them. It's time to play these players. Panchetta Bona says Arteta needs to be given time. We've got lots of deadwood. Yes, we have. We have. Alex, my man, I can see in your face that you know there is nothing Arteta brings to the team, and we need to get somebody who knows what he's doing. You can see in my face. What you can see in my face is a lot of frustration. That's what's on my face in regards to the players, stroke Mikel Arteta. A lot of frustration. Period. And I can clearly see literally that there's other alternatives that he should be using, the other players that he should be bringing in. But what you can see in my face is not so much that Arteta can't bring to the next level, is a lot of frustration on my face. Frustration. Drew Gooder says Xhaka has less mobility. Put my Saka, yeah. Why on earth is he still in the side? Just leave him on the bench. He'll probably make some runs from there to the toilet. He does in the Premier League games. True good. That's a good one. I like that one. I'll give it a comment of the morning so far. That's a nice one. You want an experienced manager like Ancelotti, which I fully support. So why a rookie? I didn't choose Arteta. It's the board who never managed. Is our only hope, according to some of our fans. Allow me to look back a bit. Line child music. Our Arsenal lacks fight because there is no culture of fight since the last 8 years of Wenger's stay. We have players that seem to have had a fight coached out of them. Culture. Yeah? I can't argue with that. I wonder, is the board waiting for January to offload players and letting Arteta have full reign? It could be. It could be. But again, I'd rather take that hit. We don't see any players coming in if it meant we got rid of minimum five players at Arsenal. I'm sick and tired of seeing the same players who don't deserve to be running out in the red or white of Arsenal. The same players, man. Youngster Okinawa, he's on fire. Yeah, I haven't seen him play, actually. I haven't seen him play. Nelson offers way more mobility than William. He can do a better job. Yes, he can. But DS Electronics, I'm just thinking there must be something in William's contract which says it doesn't matter how he's performing. Arsenal must play him in the Premier League games. I'm absolutely sure of it. Right, guys, last few before I'm done with this one. Let's see if I can run through these very, very quickly now. Chilibere Odiche says, when are you guys going to realize that problems is not the managerial but right players? Look at Xhaka, Bellerin, Holding. Every great managers have the right tools. I'm a big fan of you all the way from Ethiopia. We have a big fan club here. We all follow you. Fit some sort. Thank you so very much, my brother. You know what? You know who's calling me now? My boss is calling me. I'm not going to answer. He needs to wait, man. He's got to wait. He might be watching now. I'm a United supporter. You guys need to sell players that don't want to play for the club. Justin, thank you, my friend, for coming. Listen, we've got other supporters who don't support Arsenal, you know, watching and subscribe to Cannon Foy TV. But welcome, my friend. Thank you for that well-measured comment there. Something that I already know. We need to sell. We need to sell a lot of players who are not performing at Arsenal. I don't deny Arteta is a good number 2, but he should have never been Arsenal manager. First high-profile job, and it's way too big for him. Should have coached the Championship side first. Yes, he should have. I can't deny that. I can't deny that. But we're stuck with him. We're stuck with him, Ingers. We're stuck with him. I don't like to see managers lose their jobs. Just saying we make it to Champions League. Group stage is a miracle. Just saying we make it to Champions League. We out in the group stage, but if we get a miracle. Arsenal lack the quality striker. Alba is out of form. It's better we play young players. Don, I've been saying that for the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's out of form. You've got to drop him. You've got to drop him. Yeah. Then Lacazette went back into robotic mode for the Premier League. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And he played all night. Did he play all 90 minutes last night? He did, didn't he? I saw Nketiah come on. I thought, right, he's going to take off Laka, but he didn't. Laka played all 90 minutes, man. Oba played a hardball with Dortmund in his last year. Do we see the same pattern at Arsenal? Yes, we do. Whoops. Sorry. Justice, hi, I'm a United supporter. You guys need to get players that want to play for Arsenal, like Bruno changing United. Camera, Canon 2055, lens kit, August 200. What do you mean? What? Are you going to buy the camera for me? Are you going to buy the camera for me? £200. God damn me. My grandma with one leg would make better crosses than Bellerin Willian. Cedric is a better crosser of the ball than Bellerin, period. Arteta don't like young players. He's going down in history as Arsenal's worst coach. Theo Gunner says, I want to end this one, guys. You won't give me a chance to end this one. Ingers, Alex knows Arteta isn't good enough. I know he's not good enough, but I'm not Arteta out. You have to big up yourself, man. See you later, Alex. Enjoy the DIY. Yeah, I need to get back to DIY. And of course, my manager, it's just my consultant at my agency, just called me. I will do, my friend. Take care. See you in the evening. I see Cronky calling Alex. Listen, it won't be calling. It'll be me calling him. Say, you know what, Cronky? Your time's up, mate. Time's up. Also, what's wrong with you? It's a long story, man. Big up yourself, Ingers. What's the news? Yeah, just been talking about a certain player being asked to go back. Clearly, he was injured. You can see here. I don't blame him. He's injured, and Arteta's trying to push him back on. He's injured. God, dearie me, man. Alex, special guest, Stan Kroenke. No, it's not Stan Kroenke. Dropped Auba rating. I understand why. Yes, it got to. Can I buy you a PS5? Yeah, of course you can. I'll give you my address, man. Just send me an email. The email address is in the description box. It's arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. Yeah, you joker. Yeah, if you want to buy me a PS5, you can buy it, man. Yeah, actually, yeah. If you're serious, here's the email address. Send me an email address, and yeah, I'll send you like a PO box, and you can buy me the PS5 if you want to. Guys, I'm done and dusted with this one. I'm finished. It's really good to be back doing the morning segments now. Why am I doing it? It's a long story, a really long story. I'm not going to bore you with that, but I will explain towards the end of the week, and we'll take it from there, man. But to each and every one of you, I've got to say thank you so very much, man. Thank you so very much. What's this one? Quickly. Oops. I wish it was Edu. Those of you remember back in the summer, I sent I sent an email to Arsenal asking if it's possible if we can have access to interview Edu. They did respond by saying that the department who deals with those requests, if they think the request is useful to them, they'll get back to me. But they never sent me an email. And it was to request for us to have an interview with Edu. So I tried it. So we'll see. I will send an email. Okay. Thank you very much. You can, send me the PS5. Yeah, I can do some games consoles over here. Do a co-op with Bellerin on your. Ingers, my friend, it's really good to. I love the debate, man. We might not agree on everything, but we'll have a laugh and joke at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Life's too short, man. Life is too short. Yeah. All right. So there's the email. If you're really, or someone just sent me a sad face there. Yeah. If you want to send me the PS5, of course I'll accept it. Send me the email and we'll talk about that. Apart from that, guys, thank you very much for joining me on this morning segment, the first of a long series of morning segments. I'll be back in the evening, 5:30 p.m. UK time, 5:30 p.m. UK time, to talk about the North London derby and to talk about Europa League Cup action with my good friend James Rowe on Cannon Fire TV. Guys, again, thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. And I shall see you back later on. And for those of you who've been wondering who or what you've been listening to, well, you've been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.